morning, Seth.
Good morning, Dave.
Well, welcome back.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a while since we had a video.
Yeah, well, we missed a Sunday, I think, in there, so I think
yeah.
that's what happened there. But wow, look at that sun.
Morning, man.
That is crazy. Just the sun is red. I don't know if the camera's gonna be able to get that, but we are
in smoke.
We are in smoke. It was weird. I was coming out of the library last night, watching some TV. I got out of the library and I walked into the house and I could smell cigarette smoke. I thought it was cigarette smoke, and I look outside and everything's orange. Right now we're in British Columbia. We have a bit of a forest fire issue going on the mainland, and I think there's an island that has a bit of a forest fire problem right now as well.
Oh, really? Oh,
I think so.
Is it Quadra?
I don't know, but it's one of the northern islands. It's not one of the ones down here, but the Kelowna. Wow.
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
Kelowna's
the images coming from there. It's like the night shots there along the lake looks like an apocalypse. They seem to always get it there, though.
Yeah, well,
like Osoyoos, Kelowna, like it's like, man, you guys like their fires.
As I was telling Gabby this morning, this happens a lot down there, and it's actually considered desert there. Yeah. And they reclaim it, they irrigate it, they put up golf courses, and then God says,
nope.
Haven't you guys figured it out yet?
Reset.
Reset. And it's kind of like it's the same thing with Australia. It's like, come on, guys, you're not supposed to live there. That's what I keep sending all these vicious monsters down there for you.
Well, I think too, you look at Kelowna, and it's a rather large population there as well, right? So you get way more people. So the opportunities for that one person to, flick a cigarette or do something stupid is a lot more. Yeah. A lot more chances for that to happen, right? I don't know how this one started, but I'm willing to assume. Yeah. Person.
Yeah, assume man-made. But how can you stop something like that? How can you prevent? They say it's up to you to prevent forest fires. I remember Smokey the Bear telling me that. But how can you legislate or put some sort of policies in place that make that something that can be prevented?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a combination of things. Like, I'm no fire expert, but I would think, firstly, you need to raise the penalty for starting a fire if you get busted or doing something. Like in Nova Scotia, they were having those like raging fires earlier in the season, and they put out an order saying, okay, there's a burn ban in effect. And the next day, in like a close area, they still caught 8 people burning. Wow. And so I think it was the premier came out and said, if we catch you burning, the fine went from like $300 to like $25,000.
Yes.
Plus whatever damage the fire does.
Imagine that.
So now it's like, and I think you need to raise that to make people actually think about it. Yeah. And I think as a government, you need to make it your priorities now. You need to see that this is going to become a regular thing in the summer and the warmer seasons. And you need to make it a priority within government to be like, we need to up our wildfire response. We need to pour more money into it, get more bombers, initiate maybe more of a military response. Use more of what we have at hand. And I'm not sure what the answers are, but I just think we need more, honestly.
The thing I think when it comes to penalties is it has to be one of those numbers that's high enough to scare people, but not so high that it becomes an unreal number. Because it's like, okay, it's $10 billion. Not even a real number for me. No. Right? But,
well, what country is it? And like, I know it's like they have one where it's like speeding tickets is based off a percentage of your income. Or your salary, or how much you're worth.
How much your last 10, 20 line,
you earn $20,000 a year, that $200 is going to hurt, right? And if you're driving a $2 million sports car and you make 50 mil, well, that's going to be a hefty percentage as well, right?
Jeez.
You can't hide behind that, it's just $300, right?
Well, no. And that was something I learned years ago when this guy was we were talking about speeding fines and how it's not punitive if $300 doesn't mean anything to you. It's only punitive if it hurts.
Now it's like a tank of gas.
Yeah. Oh, look at that sun.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, as horrible as it is, it still looks really cool. That red sun coming up.
Living on another planet. Oh, that's just the red sun.
So I did a cold dip yesterday, sort of.
Oh yeah.
Sort of.
Puntilage?
And well, I didn't go to the puntilage.
Oh, okay.
We went to Comox Lake.
Right.
And me and Gabby went out and we spent the night at this on this farm. We couldn't find a campsite, but there's this guy who built some campsites on his farm.
Right.
How cool was it to be out there in the middle of nowhere on this farm? Really nice guy. I wish I knew the name. I just wish I could remember the name of the farm so I could help him. But he had 3 campsites, and it looks like he just started this business. And he came out, fresh crushed gravel on the site, brand new picnic table.
Right.
Came out and said, yeah, if you guys could just not, make a spark, don't have any fires tonight. Like, yeah, kind of
I want to burn my house down.
kind of a thing. But just going out there at night and the stars, seeing the Milky Way, and it was breathtaking. There was a couple of saw a couple of shooting stars.
Much smoke up there, or
not last night, or sorry, not Saturday night, or Friday night. Sorry. Friday night was really clear.
Okay.
Because he was saying the same thing, like he was kind of worried that it might be too much smoke.
Right.
But Friday night was nice and clear. And they put out chairs for us so we could sit there in the middle of the field and just look up at the sky, which was really, really cool for me.
Right.
And like I said, there was only 3 other spots there, so it was super quiet. We woke up to roosters, a donkey braying, and sheep. Little sheep.
That's a brilliant idea, though.
Yeah.
Like Jen's aunt, we go up to Comox all the time because she owns a hobby farm. She has 5 or 6, 7 acres up there, and she has a perfect setup that would be ideal for that. And like, how cool it'd be, have 3 campsites in a hobby farm. They're nicely separated, but then in the morning, at the end of each of their driveways, you have a bowl, and that's like what you collected from the farm. So the farm can buy, there's a couple eggs. Farm eggs, freshly hatched, or fertilized, or freshly pushed out. But yeah, farm eggs or berries or whatever the farm has is like a little, man, you could make a killing.
And not only that, but I mean, what a lifestyle. We're driving around, and I got my redneck, country tunes playing.
You're fitting in now with the truck too.
And I got the truck, and we're driving around, and I am just in heaven. And I was telling her, and she asked me, she says, "Is this the kind of place you want to live?" I'm like, I think I found home.
Absolutely. Throw a square bale on the back of this baby. Let's look more real.
It was just amazing. And I said, okay, you see, when you look down the road, that's what they call a country mile. Yeah. She says, well, that's like 3 kilometers. I'm like, exactly.
Oh, dude, I love the farm life.
Yeah, so it was really nice adventure. So the next morning we got up, packed up our stuff because we were meeting with my daughter who lives up there, and we went to this other town called Cumberland.
Right. And
Cumberland was a really small town, quaint. And what I found was it looks like everyone's kind of wanting to be around people again. There was a live market. There was a dog park full of people at 10 o'clock in the morning. There was bands playing in this little tiny, maybe 3 block long village.
Right. And
I was like, man, I just would love to live in this neck of the woods. And we went to Comox Lake. Now, Comox Lake is a glacier-fed lake. So I was expecting it to be as cold as the ocean. And it was not. It was quite comfortable. So I said, so I said to Gabby, start timing me. She started laughing. It's like, no, I don't think so.
An hour later, you're still like, just getting pruny now. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a cool place up there, man. I love Comox, Courtney, Cumberland. It's such a neat... Cumberland has done such a big change too. They're used to be your gritty, almost I guess kind of like Sukish.
Yeah.
Your gritty kind of logging town, mining town, and now it's really kind of going through a re-identity process, and you see a lot more families moving there, and it's looking nice, man.
A lot of accents too. I heard a lot of Scottish, a lot of hardcore Worcester.
Up there, it's like a minute. It's almost like a mini Silicon Valley. I have a friend that lives up in Cumberland, and he was saying the last 5-6 years, a lot of people who are involved in tech have been moving up there, and they work from home,
right?
But a lot of the work they do is done in California.
Wow.
And he said, it's just in my road there's 4 or 5 people that are engineers, software engineers that just work in Cumberland, and they like to mountain bike.
Yeah, there's a lot big mountain bike scene up there.
Mountain bike by day and code by night.
Geez, that's probably why when you go up there now, the cost of housing is through the roof is because people can telecommute now. Anyways, we're here. We're at the Esquimalt Lagoon today, under a very thick shroud of smoke from the forest fires.
That is a dope sun, though.
The sun, yeah. Just get that again. See if we get another shot of that, because that is kind of cool. We're here 5:30 a.m. on Wednesday mornings. Sundays we're kind of traveling around, trying new places. Today we're here kind of out of inertia, I guess. Yep. Comfort. But
oh, look at that guy.
Can't see any.
Come closer to me. He's right under my finger, like an inch under the surface of the water here.
Oh,
Jellyman.
Oh, that's a tentacly gentleman. Hell, let's see, get some. Ooh, he might have stung you. But yeah. So, anyways, we're here 5:30 a.m. Wednesday mornings. Sundays we're going to be traveling around Vancouver Island, checking out new beaches. But yeah, we're getting back in the dark, back in the cold. We're looking for, hey, if you want to join us, this is where we're going to be 5:30 a.m. Wednesday mornings.
I think it's a good time to start too.
It's a great time to start because it's still a little bit of twilight out, and it's not too extreme with regards to cold and sea life, which is nice. So now's a great time. But if you haven't already, subscribe, share the good word about what we're doing here with regards to cold immersion therapy and the Wim Hof technique, and click the notification button so you know when we publish these things. And yeah, get out here, check out that sun, beautiful sun, and get in the fucking water. All right.